Hi guys, this is MacMe, and in this video we're going to look at integers and how we can use those with variables and how we can save those and work with them in our programs. I'm using Pythonista on my iPad to make this video, and we'll be programming in Python. A couple different types of information that we can work with our programs, but in this video we're only going to look at integers.
Okay, so one's a whole number, so you can do addition with whole numbers, you can do subtraction, you can do multiplication.
With division it gets a little tricky. So we're working in only whole numbers. So if I did 6 divided by 3, I'm going to get 2. But now if I do 7 divided by 3, it doesn't go into it perfectly, so there's a remainder left over. But it's not going to give us the remainder. It's just going to tell us how many times 3 goes into 7. And so we also get 2. Now if you wanted to figure out what the remainder would be, you could do 7 modulus, or the percent sign, and that will give you the remainder of the equation. Now let's look at raising something to a power. So if we did something like 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, the shorthand notation for this would be 3 times, or asterisk asterisk, 4. And that would put 3 to the 4th power, and you get the same number, 81. A variable is a container. It holds information for us. You can name variables, and it's really important to think of good names for your variables when you're working with bigger programs. When it's a simple function and you only have 1 or 2 variables, arbitrary names like A or Apple are fine. But you'll learn about naming more as you get more and more into programming. So let's make some variables with integers. If we type in A into our little terminal here, it's not going to know what A is because we haven't set A to anything. Go ahead and set A equal to 0. So now our A variable is set to the integer 0.
And let's go ahead and set B equal to 5 also. So B equals 5. So now when we type in A, we'll get a 0. Same thing with B. So we can do a couple things with that. Let's go ahead and make a C also. C equals 3. So now you can do some simple functions, just like math functions. These letters represent a number. So if we wanted to do B minus C, then it'll actually give us the answer. So it'll do 5 minus 3, and it'll give us 2. If we want to see what A is, what B is, and C, we just do that, and it'll organize it for us. So there's a lot of different little things that you can do with it, but this just illustrates that you have these 3 different variables, A, B, and C, and you can set them to numbers. Now if we wanted to do an equation or a problem, and we wanted to save that, what we could do is we could do like D. D equals B minus C. We already did B minus C, and that gives us 2. So if we do this, it doesn't show us anything because we didn't ask for an answer. With using the equals operator, what that does is sets D to 2. And so now you have that 2.
The product of that equation is now saved to the variable D, and we can reference that in other places in our program. And those are essentially variables with integers. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll try to get back to them as soon as I possibly can. Also, if you have any suggestions on how to explain something simpler, or just requests on videos you want made, leave them down there too. Don't forget to check out my other tutorial videos. Also, check out my channel. This has been MacMe. Thanks for watching.